Good evening, freaking geek.
Today we're going to discuss Justice League.
Justice League.
Earth 2.
So, Kyle, what'd you think about it?
I thought it was a wild ride. It definitely was not as long as some of Grant Morrison's books. Like, I've read some of his stuff, and it's like literally like it's a novel. Yeah, it's and it's not just long. It's detailed. Like, he's the guy who did the whole Batman Incorporated storyline, and that's he created like so many different characters for that. He's just and when you read his other stuff and then you read this, it's like
so different.
It's so much different.
It's like this book was more like condensed and fast paced. Compared to his, like you said, they're novels.
It's not only that; it seemed like it was almost like dumbed down.
Yeah,
compared to his other stuff.
When I read it, it's short, but yet it was like you didn't realize that it was Brainiac in the end, because I didn't think it was him. Like, I thought it was Lex Luthor the whole time. I thought he was doing
Lex Luthor was gonna end up being the bad
guy? So I thought he was all behind it, but then it was Brainiac. So I was like,
which makes me wonder, like, is Brainiac like a little bit good in the Earth too? Then I don't really read Superman comics enough to know. Maybe you guys would know, like.
I thought that when I read it, I thought he was all like helpful and nice and stuff, and then when I read that he was like, "No, I'm gonna be the bad guy today," I was like, "Wow, what do you?"
That's a bit of a change of tune.
Well, I thought it was Lex Luthor, because I thought Lex Luthor was a bad guy. I thought he was a bad dude. Isn't he a bad guy?
He is a bad guy, but not on Earth 2.
Oh.
Or no, it's not Earth 2. So Earth 2 is the superheroes that we know. So that's like our normal Justice League. Like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Then Earth 3 is the crime syndicate. You got your Ultraman, your, Superwoman, and Owlman. I don't get Owlman. How is he opposite?
I don't understand how he's opposite, because, like, there's they all look the same, but then you look at Owlman compared to Batman. Owlman's costume is dumb. I hate his costume. It's just like it's so like
it's a pretty weird costume.
Like, his face is just, it's a joke. And then Batman looks more like dark, and then he looks kind of like a goof. He's more like, he just looks like
Batman's costume comes way more together.
Yeah, and like what was the point of the Owlman? Like, it's the same thing. It's just a different animal. Like, I don't know. It sounds dumb.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Okay, well, here we go. Like, if it wasn't Owlman, who would the opposite of Batman be? Like, anti-Bat? Like, Sparrow Man?
What opposite of a bat?
Like, what would a bat's pretty much a flying rat.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I think it could be, like, because, like, if you look at all the other, like, they all look the same somewhat, but then they change, but then you look at Owlman, he's just a totally different character, like, it's just a totally opposite. I just didn't understand what was the point. Like, you know what I mean? I didn't understand why it was Batman and then Owlman, like, it just went from opposites to complete opposites. That's what I didn't
out
get.
Of the field.
Like, all the blue is his owl. I'm like, what is the point? What is the point of this costume? But I didn't like his costume. That was my problem.
That was your biggest problem.
Yeah, but they both have attitude problems. Like, they're both.
Like, yeah, on a character scale, like, if he didn't have the costume and he wasn't Owlman, it was an interesting character development, for sure.
Maybe if I read more about Owlman, I'd understand the costume. Maybe they explain the costume and where it descended from.
No, I think...
Does it even come from something?
I think that was the first for the Earth 3. I'm not sure. Like, don't quote me on it. Like, you guys probably know more than
Yeah, don't you tell
I
me
would,
about
but-
Owlman and his costume.
Yes.
What's the point of this owl costume? And
Please
the place the
explain to
mask.
us.
I hate the mask. I wish I had the book with me right now. It's like out there.
We'll post up a picture
Yeah,
of
like
it.
what's the point of this? Like it's like this.
Yeah.
It just
Well, like,
looks stupid. I didn't like it. That was my big complaint. That
But,
was
like,
like
an owl superhero has been done before. Like, there's Night Owl from The Watchmen, and his character didn't look stupid.
no,
at
he
all.
looked cool.
Yeah, his
And
character
then-
looked pretty badass.
And then I didn't like the opposite of Flash. Like
Oh, he is just a little cokehead.
yeah,
He's
just,
like shaking all the
shit. Like I just thought that was ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
I think that was just like that they just threw in this like random character the opposite of Flash, and they couldn't think of anything to make him faster, so they made him inject all these. What was he injecting? I don't know, some kind of drug.
Yeah,
like,
it
just
was a
so
drug.
they could they couldn't come up with an opposite of Flash, so they're just like maybe let's inject this stuff to make him go really twitchy and fast. I don't know.
But wouldn't that just technically be the opposite of Flash? Like,
Yeah, but Flash is natural
You're not
fast.
supposed to like. No, he's not naturally fast.
Isn't he naturally fast?
No.
Is it a superpower?
Yeah, it's superpower.
Yeah, but this guy's injecting stuff to make him fast.
Yeah.
So how's he I don't see how he's like a superhero power. He's injecting it, the power. He's abusing the power.
Well, pretty much.
That's why you hate him, because he's abusing the power.
They're all bad. Like,
Yeah.
they're not. I don't know. I thought it was a really fun take. Like, it was fun to see the evil.
I like Superwoman better than Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Her outfit she looked pretty cool.
She did look pretty badass.
Yeah,
Not
she
gonna lie.
looked pretty cool.
She was pretty sexy. And then there's the Green Lantern. And then I can't remember what his opposite was. But there's something weird about his ring too, because his ring like talked back to him. It was like a computer program or something
Wow.
like that.
Yeah, and like they just I like the good rather than the evil. The evil just because the good was like they're just naturally have those powers, but then the bad they just abuse and get these powers. I don't know. I just like the good better than the bad.
Yeah.
Because I thought I'd like the villains better, but
You just didn't.
I didn't like the villains.
You were disappointed from the villain.
Yep.
So you just didn't like him. Like, Owlman's costume was horrible.
Oh yeah, it is
Jesus.
shit.
You just nitpicking.
I
now.
just like
Can't
yeah.
stand that, like, the Flash.
The Flash is
ultra-
opposite.
Yeah, he's
Ugh.
doing heroin and who knows
Pop.
what else.
Shooting up to get
Yeah.
powers. And then I didn't understand what's going on with Superwoman and
Owlman.
yeah, no, who's
Oh, Uber's Ultraman.
yeah, what's going on there? That's what I want to know. Maybe they were together and
I'm
then
guessing-
something happened
I'm
and then
guess-
she ended up
yeah.
with Owlman. Maybe Ultraman wasn't treating her right.
I'm guessing they're
There's issues between
couple.
the two.
a couple and she's cheating on him. But
I don't know when she had
Ultraman knows everything.
that threatening
He
comment
sees
with
everything.
her. That threatening comment was pretty brutal when she said that to Ultraman.
Oh yeah, she was not impressed with him.
No, maybe they were a couple and then something happened between the two, and now she's with Owlman. She's just not impressed with Ultraman right now.
No. I wouldn't either. He's kind of a douche.
Yeah,
He's
everybody's
a
always gonna listen to him.
He's a really big dude. Yeah, he's
It
like
seems
a
like him
fucking
and
control
Superman. Yeah,
freak.
it's like him and Superman are always like the main captains out of everything. Everybody listened to them. But then the good was all like they all like listened to each other's opinions.
Yeah. Yeah, the bad guys were just a bone show. I like how the bad on Earth 3, they were so bored. They pretty much had control over everything, and they're just like, oh, I'm so bored.
Yeah.
I just want something to happen. And then, like, something happens, and was it the Flash, or was it the opposite of Green Lantern, who's like, well, you said you were bored, like,
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, I think that was him. Or maybe the Flash was all up for it. Not the Flash, the opposite of Flash was up for it. They're like,
Yeah.
whatever you say, Ultraman. Yeah. Is there more of those books?
There's they did an arc with them not too long ago. I think it was last year. And they brought them all back. But besides that, I'm not too sure. Yeah, it was last year. I can't remember if it was... Can't remember the name of it.
I wasn't a fan of the... I didn't really like the artwork in it. I wasn't really a fan of it. I'm, like, really picky with comic book art.
Yeah.
Like, the Deadpool comic I was reading, like, Deadpool Kills Off Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
I really liked that artwork in it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I really, like, I'm so picky when I read something. Like, if I don't like the artwork in it, then I won't read it. I don't know why. Like, when I was reading those Hack and Slash, and then, like, the volume, how, like, there was different artworks. Some of them, like, some of the artwork, I was like, oh my god, the garbage, and I, like, didn't read it.
Oh, you just skipped
I just skipped I just skipped that
Jesus.
one. And I'm, like, so picky.
Well, I think the artwork fitted quite well with Grant Morrison's writing. Like, I think he used that same artist for some of his Batman Incorporated. It's very, I don't know, it's like gruntish or brutish. It's very manly artwork.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
It's very
just like
straight to the point, just...
fast.
You can concentrate on the story because there's not so much detail in the artwork.
Yeah, that could also, too, when there's too much detail, it can throw you off from the story.
Let's talk about Brainiac.
Okay.
Holy crap. I didn't expect that at all.
What?
Brainiac popping out of nowhere and being like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna destroy you
Well,
all,
he looked like
bitches."
this... They seemed all, like, innocent and stuff. That was helping out. Or,
Yeah.
like, they would be doing, like, all the work or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, like, he's just in that freaking water tank. I like the part when Superman just blows him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, enough of that.
Yeah. Just, like, it's just funny because he's so powerless when he comes out of the tank. Because he's just floating in there. And he just pulls him out and bam!
He's done.
I was laughing. I was like, what? Not so tough now.
Yeah. No, without all your robot minions and
Yeah.
tank to control them. Yeah, that was pretty good. Can't argue
I
with
can
that.
believe when they're, like, destroying everything. Like, no, like, the good side was destroying everything. I think they were trying to, like, tell everybody this is the new rule. Like, you don't have to... Like, it was, like, the British
Are you talking
and stuff.
about, like, at the end?
Yeah, like, you know, like, the British rule and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's up with that?
Because it's opposite. It's like opposite land. So instead of the Americans winning the war, the British won the war.
Whoa! Okay.
Yeah,
I was wondering why they were, like, destroying things, though.
But it's funny because they go there and they're, like, trying to help, and Batman's like, guys, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah,
and then they're all like, well, let's just do it anyways. Might as well.
Yeah, I know. It's like they were,
Batman's like whatever.
It's like they were just forcing this on these people that have already been used to it. Like,
oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
if
like,
everyone except
it's
for
like you
Lex
can't help
Luthor
something
for some
that's already
reason.
damaged. You can't help how they're already ruling. You can't really do anything to change that. You can't really change something that's already used to something. It's a little harder than that over time. Like, you can change over time, but you can't just change now.
Well, it's not only that. It's just in their nature.
Yeah.
That's just who they are. It's like when... What was it? Was it Wayne? Who was who became the chief commissioner?
Yeah.
That was Batman's dad.
I didn't understand that part. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I read that. Like, the one guy was bad, and then he was going to shoot him. And then Bruce Wayne saved him.
Yeah, because Commissioner Gordon was bad. So he's not good, and he's bad. And so Batman was helping him bring him down. And then I think it was Batman's dad. For some reason he didn't get shot. I don't know. There's just so much to this story that he could have went deeper with, too.
Yeah.
It just seemed like too fast, like too rushed.
You need to be more, like, specific, because, like, then I'm always like, what? Or I'm wondering too much.
Yeah.
Because I need to be explained stuff more.
But, yeah, but in the end of that, it ends up that, like, it was kind of wasted time anyways, because Wayne was all just like, well, we're going to execute him and kill him anyways. And so he's not a very nice guy either, really, when it comes down to it. But it's just in their nature. Like, that's just the world they live in. Like, that's Earth 3.
I can't believe there's so many Earths.
Yeah. Well, the Earth, they created the different Earths because Earth 1 was...
Was it becoming too populated?
No, it was, like, the Silver Age of comics. So, like, the first Superman, the first Batman, you know, the old comics, that's Earth 1.
Yeah.
And then Earth 2 is, like, I can't remember if it's, like, the 70s onward or something like that.
Oh, so they're just, like, splitting up
They just
the different...
split
okay.
this so they could explain
Splitting up
it
the
more.
series and stuff?
Because recently they did the New 52, and that was kind of like back then their explanation for it. But DC was just like, we're just gonna reboot everything.
Oh, I think I'm more focused on Marvel.
Yeah.
Than with DC.
That's alright. Yeah. So. Yeah. That's
Alright.
pretty much it.
Let's
Do you want to rate?
Oh yeah, let's rate it.
Okay, so like, what would you give it for?
Okay, we have 0 for burn it, alive, terrible, or we have 10, it's like fantastic, it changed my life.
Yeah. I'm going to make it into my Bible, and I will worship it every
Read
day.
it every day. Toilet reading.
Toilet reading. Yeah, just keep
between
it
a 5 is toilet reading, it's there, read it. It's okay. Oh, I'm not rating it out of 5. I mean, like, in the middle, that would be like, it's my toilet reading.
Your toilet reading, okay.
And then more than that, I'd be like, can I read it before bed?
Okay. So is that like when you go to the store to get a book or something, you're like, will I read this on the toilet? Or will this be like a good
No, if I go buy a comic, I'm gonna like, it better be good because I spent how much on this comic. It better be damn good. And then I'll give it to my children's children and they're gonna read it. Yeah. Alright, what would you rate it?
Nursery rhymes.
Yeah. Read it before bed.
And Batman?
And today
he hit the Joker in the face.
we're gonna rate. Alright.
Okay,
rate it.
Anyways.
What would you give it?
The artwork?
Oh, okay, we'll rate it. Artwork, what would you give it?
Artwork, I would give it a 7.
I'm gonna have to give it a 5.
Yeah, I know, you don't like the artwork, so...
Okay,
and composition, like how well the artwork worked with like the story and like the flow of it, like as you read it.
Yeah.
So like I call that composition.
I give it a 7.
Yeah, I'd give it around 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Because it was pretty easy to read. Like it flowed good. It wasn't. I don't know. But you know what? I'd give it a 5. It wasn't like super. It wasn't anything super special. Like 5's kind of neutral. So.
Okay, and then what would you give
the story?
Yeah.
I'd give it probably a 6.
Give it a 5.
You'd give it a 5?
Because it just wasn't detailed enough for me.
Yeah.
Too fast paced.
And it wasn't...
It's just like, I feel like it should have been a thicker book.
There should have been more...
It should have been broken down more. Yeah.
It seemed rushed. Yeah, we're going to get criticized a lot from you guys, aren't we?
I like Marvel. Okay. And then overall, what would you give it?
Overall, I'd give it a 7.
Yeah, I give it a 7 too.
Yeah.
About that.
So our numbers don't add up whatsoever, but whatever.
No. Alright. Okay, now we're going to talk about...
What are we going to read? Oh, we're reading next week.
Next week, She-Hulk.
We're reading She-Hulk.
We talked about this in our last video.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we mentioned it.
Okay.
She-Hulk. I read it, so it's Shelby's turn to read it.
Oh, catch up again!
It's good. I enjoyed it quite a lot, so...
Hopefully I'll enjoy it. I like the artwork, so maybe I'll like it better.
I'm not too into Marvel, so some things I was like, who's this guy? Or like, you know, didn't quite understand some things, but it dealt with it really tastefully. And you didn't have to absolutely know who these characters were to make the story flow. So it's definitely a good read. It's really, I don't know, I liked it a lot.
I like it. Maybe I usually give everything a chance before I judge it. I'll read it before I criticize it.
Yeah. I particularly liked the artwork. You might not like it, though. But we'll see.
Picky.
You're so picky.
Alright.
Okay.
And we're going to bring out the magic box. The jar.
The jar of...
And what are we going to read?
The jar of
We
hopes
gotta-
and dreams.
We're going to decide what we're going to read next. Hack and slash.
Oh!
Alright.
Explain
I'm
hack and
excited.
slash to everybody.
Because I've only read, like, the first volume.
We already talked about it in this video.
We did?
Yeah, the
Hack and
artwork.
slash. Oh, yeah!
I don't like the artwork.
So I've only read the first volume, and I, like, really enjoyed, like, the hack and slash's relationship. Like, it's really cool. Like, how, like, they're, like, basically, like, best friends. And I love how he's always looking after her and everything.
Mm.
So it's, like, it's, like, this giant evil, like, looking... It's not evil, but it's just a teddy bear looking after her. I like it. And the artwork's really cool, except some of it. I was just, like, holly... I think you gotta have, like, a taste for some of it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed Hack and Slash. I read the whole volume. I haven't read any of them more, but I should.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you read Hack and Slash. What did you think of it?
I read, like, one of the stories, like, a little bit of story.
And what do you think of it?
I thought it was a cool taste on, like, the slasher film. It was a different take on it, and I enjoyed that. Because you had that... I don't know, what's his name? Hack or something like that.
Hack?
Is that his name?
I think it's Hack, and she saw it. Oh, we'll put that
It's
in
been
there.
a while since you guys have it. Anyways.
So put that in the...
Yeah, he's your typical, he looks like Freddy.
He looks
not
evil.
Freddy Krueger,
He looks
but
like Jason
yeah.
Voorhees. He
And-
looks evil as fuck, but, like, he's, like, the nicest guy you want, like, to look
He's
after
like a
you and
teddy
stuff.
bear.
He's basically, like, looking after her. And
Yeah.
like, when she's getting into trouble, he manages to save her anyway.
But she's pretty kick-ass too, right?
Yeah,
like
she's
she's
badass.
pretty brutal.
She'd be cool.
Yeah. She can tear apart people pretty good.
Mm.
Yeah.
I remember this one, and she, like, decided to let go and party, and then she just got herself into trouble.
Oh,
like,
no.
Yeah. That was pretty retarded.
It'll be an interesting read. It is definitely mature.
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty gory.
It's gory, it's mature,
There's
it's
swearing. Yeah,
So
some of it's pretty violent.
it's not PG.
Yeah.
We'll
You
give
guys should
that.
read it. Try it out.
Yeah. So, yeah. And that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Stay freaky.
You guys should follow us on Twitter.
And Facebook.
Yeah.
And subscribe. so
And
you
maybe,
can get
yeah. And
all
maybe
this awesomeness.
YouTube. Already?
Okay.
Okay, keep on being a freak.
And embrace your geek.
Bye.
Bye.